So the next thing is my throwing line. Now I've picked a 20 metre throwing line, which I think is going to be absolutely fine distance wise. I'm not going to be throwing more than 20 metres, and hopefully my victims won't be further than that away. So the first thing, it comes with what they call a guide belt. So that's how you attach this around your waist. It's got a nice positive fitting clasp on that, which, if you notice, when you release it, it springs out. So they're spring loaded, meaning that you can release these easily with one hand, and away it comes. There's no fiddling around with two hands. So if you get hooked up in some way, you get fouled by this, by your guide belt, then you can release it single-handedly, no problem. Okay, let's have a look at the line itself. So first of all, the bag. You've got an attachment here for a light. So if you're throwing this in the dark, obviously you can have a light on there so people can see it more easily, so your victims can spot it in the water. It does have this nice reflective tape. As you can see there, the lights that I've got on are picking that up beautifully. So it stands out nicely anyway in poor visibility. Nice solid strap on the bottom there, so if you're doing a live bait or anything like that, you've got an attachment point there for your carabiner. It's going to attach you nice and firmly. And when you're looking at the sort of the quality of the bag itself, the stitching is very important. I'm not sure if you can pick that up, how many times that has been stitched, but the stitching on there across this part here is quite incredible. It's very, very sturdily attached. The tab on the back here, this loop here, actually goes through, I don't know if you can see that, it goes through the bottom of the bag there. There'll be another loop inside where that attaches to the rope directly. So this isn't attached so much to the bag, but it's directly attached to the rope itself. I'll show you that in a moment. So here you've got the loops on the back here where your guide belt comes through. Again, nice and sturdy, they're not going to tear or come off there anytime soon. Rope itself, let's have a look. So it's got a cinch on the top here. Release the toggle, opens the neck of the bag nice and wide, and you can see in there the rope. Again, you can see that catching the light, and you can see the reflection from the silver striping that goes through it. So this has got a loop system on the edge of the bag here, so that it keeps the end of the rope where you want to reach it. So you open that and you can find it instantly. It's not like delving inside trying to pull out the end of the rope. There it is. The thing I like about this as well, again, you notice the end of the rope there, it's got the heat shrink on it to stop that unfraying, or fraying rather, to keep it protected and to make it slightly obvious as to where it is. Second one there telling me how long it is. So let's do it. Let's take it all out. So you can see it all flows out nice and quickly, nice and easily. And like I was saying earlier, that's the other end of the strap that's on the bottom. There it is. And it's attached nice and firmly to the end of the rope there. Nice and solid. We like that. So 20 metres of good quality line. You can feel the inner core, which is going to be a floating core. Not much you can say about a rope really, bar the fact you're going to want to make sure you keep it nice and clean and knot free. So when you refill these bags, you're going to want to just hold it with one hand, push it from there inwards. So I'm now stuffing the bag, and you can actually stuff that quite quickly. This is the most exciting part of the video. Even allows you to swap hands halfway through. If you stuff a bag like this, it should never fail to deploy. He says should. Just coming to the end. Whee! And then I'm just going to tuck that back through the first loop, through the second loop, I know that's now in the right place. I'm ready for my deployment. So stuff it down, cinch it up, pack it in firmly, cinch it firmly, and that way it's not going to come sliding out of the bag whilst it's on your back, which would be pretty rubbish. So I can, actually, by giving it a little wriggle like that, packing the rope down, I'm going to be able to get a tiny bit more of a cinch on there. There we go. You can see that there. Really tight. That's not going to start coming out accidentally. As long as that's like that, shouldn't catch on anything. Okay. So yeah, very pleased with that. That looks like a nice solid piece of equipment, and if you look after your kit, it's going to last you for many years. Very important.